Thank you so much for joining me for the weekly intuitive life coaching oracle cards readings. I'm so excited to have you here with me. We're going to be using the intuitive life coaching app to do a weekly overview every Sunday. There are actually this is what it will look like if you download it on your phone. This app is available for your iPhone as well as for Android phones. And there are 4 buttons on the screen. The first one is readings, which takes you into the different readings you can do. You can do a 1 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading. And then there's the browse button. And if you have the free version, you'll only see 11 cards, but there's actually 77 in this deck. And then there is the journal, which allows you to save your readings by time and date. And then there's the about, which tells you a little bit more about me and Indigo software. So let's get started.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for this week's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Card Reading. My name is Kelly T. Smith, and we're going to be looking at the energy of the week of January 18th through the 24th. We're going to do a 5-card reading, and as always, you want to get very centered, calling your spiritual team, your angels and guides, and focus on whatever it is you need guidance or clarity on anytime you're working with oracle cards. As soon as you feel centered, then you can begin to choose the cards. This week we have the journey and the emotional challenge. We have intuitive, and the solution we have increase. The coaching advice is source, and our potential for this week is self-love. Before I get started, I'm noticing in the emotional challenge we have intuitive. We are definitely getting loud energy, loud guidance from within us this week, and we are definitely connected with our intuitive ability, but might not be aware of it. I also want to let you guys know that your sensitivity is going to be heightened this week. So if you are empathic, if you are already super sensitive, then times that by 10, because the energy this week is really going to challenge that. You need to be aware this week of what is yours and what is not yours. And also you need to be mindful of the energy you're around, because if you're in a harsh energetic environment but you're not realizing that's what's going on, you're taking it all in, and then all of a sudden you don't feel good, it's because of this. It's because in this week's energy, your empathic ability, your ability to connect with other people's emotions and feelings and even thoughts is going to be heightened this week. Let's look at the first card, is the journey. And it says, you're learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Okay, as I tune into the energy of the journey card for this week, we are being guided. Okay, the challenge that we're facing is that we are still we're in this mode of wanting things to unfold for ourselves, so much so that we may be pushing against the grain. And as we're pushing against something and trying to make something happen, because we're so ready, we feel ready, but now we're getting impatient. We're like, where is it? So we're pushing and pushing to make certain things happen, and as you're pushing to make certain things happen, the energy is pushing back, and you're feeling like you're just not making any progress, maybe. And if that is the case, this week I really want you to look at what you're trying to do that isn't working, because whatever it is that isn't working, there's a message in that isn't working that you're supposed to use to help you navigate forward into a path that will work for you. So that is the gift. The gift is that sometimes we have to go through the things that don't work for us so that we find the thing that does work for us, but we find it through our experiences and through our challenges. And we really gain information and knowledge and guidance through that. So it's no accident that sometimes we get in those moods where we want to push forward and then nothing is working for us, because really we're not doing anything wrong. We're learning from that. We're gaining information and knowledge about ourselves and the world around us, what we truly want. So just be aware of that for this week on your journey of really wanting things to happen. You're ready, you're pushing, you're fighting for it, you're excited, but we also need to not push too much and recognize when something isn't working that there is a reason why it isn't working. Let's look at this card. It says, as you get divinely guided and inspired ideas that lead you on your path to realizing your fullest potential, you're going to be challenged in many ways. Every challenge has a hidden gift inside. These gifts give us strength. They help us to open our minds and see a different perspective. This ultimately helps us create a new reality for ourselves. So no matter what challenges you're facing, never give up. Trust that no matter what, everything will work out for your highest good. When you deliberately take action and intend to step into your greatness, miracles will happen. This card is telling you that you are on the right path. Continue on this path, and no matter what challenges you face, know that they are a part of the process. Trust in your journey and you will surely step into your greatness. So trust in the process as you're moving forward, and just be mindful that you're not, if you are pushing and pushing to make something happen and you're still not getting the movement that you want to get, it's because there is information in that experience for you. And just be aware of that. Our emotional challenge for this week is our intuitive abilities. And as I tune into the energy of this card, it's all about us recognizing the guidance that we're getting. That's the difference between what I want to happen and what is really supposed to happen that is for my highest good. So it's letting go of the control. It's letting go of trying to navigate your world strictly through the way you're thinking and your mind process versus your inner knowing and the process of being in alignment with your heart, and bringing those two together. So right now we could be in an energy where we're focused so much on making something happen that we are not in alignment with what is for our highest good. But we definitely are having the messages, but we're not turning up the volume to our inner guidance. So this week, pay attention to that and turn up the volume to your inner knowing, your inner guidance. The best way to do that is to ask. Ask those questions inside of you and wait for the feeling to rise up within you. Wait for the knowing to rise up within you. And also look for the signs this week, because you will get the guidance. And because it's in the emotional challenge cards, it's telling us we're not listening. So be aware. What are you doing that isn't in alignment or for your highest good this week? Check in with your inner guidance. You're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. Intuition can take on many different forms. It is a natural way of being. There is nothing woo-woo about it. Many of us have been conditioned to tune out our intuitive abilities so we can fit in or blend in with our environment. This card is showing you that one of your strengths is your ability to know what you know and not know how you know it. When you know something that you can't explain, trust that. That's your inner voice showing you the truth. When we learn to live life from an intuitive perspective, our decisions and choices will change. We'll be guided to do things that are for our highest good, and we'll immediately know who to trust and who not to trust. The more you listen and act on your intuition, the louder it gets. What is your intuition trying to tell you today? Sit down and ask, what do I need to know today? Listen gently, pay attention to how you are feeling. We all get intuitive messages in different ways. Sometimes it shows up as a feeling, and other times it shows up as a knowing. Oftentimes, you can just act without overly thinking. One of your strengths is your intuitive abilities. When you begin to honor this and own it, it will get even louder. You're being asked to trust your intuition. What do you know that you don't know how you know? In the solution, we have increase, and I feel the energy around this. The breakthrough that we're having financially, maybe new opportunities. We've been asking for more abundance and prosperity coming into our world. And this is the answer. This card is the answer for you. If you're saying, I want to live my heart's passions, I want to do what I love and I want to do what I enjoy, but I don't see that I have the financial means, or I don't know that I'm going to be able to do this because I don't know that I can actually make a living doing this, or if all of a sudden you're losing your job, you're getting laid off, and all of that is happening right now. That the energy of shifting you in a different place in your world is happening because you've been asking for things. You've been asking for new things, new opportunities, more abundance, more prosperity. But the problem becomes that you're having a hard time letting go of the things that are keeping you from bringing new things into your life. So this energy and transformation energy is all about giving you really no choice. The universe kind of just takes over and says it's time to move in a different direction. So if you've had those things happening to you and you're going, what am I supposed to do? This is your card this week. Increase is all about holding that vibration. Begin now to hold the vibration that there is an increase coming, and feel it and begin to act on it. And don't use words like lack, I don't have enough money, I can't afford that. And I understand that you're feeling those emotions, but you're also directing that energy. So if you can just shift that energy and redirect it and hold a vibration of increase, you're really going to start to see movement around your finances. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. This card also is talking about just manifesting what it is that you truly want to create in the life. It doesn't always have to be around money or abundance. It really is more of a broad card in abundance and prosperity in general. There is an advancement of some sort coming your way very soon. This card is assuring you that you've successfully manifested something very near and dear to your heart. Okay, a loud message that I'm getting right here is our angels and guides are saying what you have been manifesting, because so many people are in the manifesting zone right now, and what you have been manifesting, it's already here. And if you don't see it, it's just time for you to know it and believe it and feel it in your heart, because it is already done. You don't have to do anything else. Now you just open your arms to receive. Just as you think all hope may be lost, you're getting ready to be surprised in a very big way. Something exciting is on the horizon for you. One of your soul's lessons has been to maintain an essence, a feeling, and a knowing that things will increase. And in this way, you're holding the space for more opportunities to come your way. Continue feeling this way because you are manifesting new opportunities that will bring in more abundance and financial security. If you do not have tangible evidence that this is on its way, your angels and guides are letting you know that you will reap the rewards of your efforts very soon. Keep up the good work. You're moving forward and things are about to shift for you in the most unexpected ways. Everything happens in divine timing. Continue to keep the faith and know that all that is for your highest good is on its way now. The coaching advice for this week is source, and it's all about when we get disconnected to our inner source, when we get disconnected to source, God, that inner light within us, then that is when we feel like we have to do everything on our own. And that's where the force, the push is coming from, is that we are not aligning with our inner world as much as we're trying to force things to happen. And as you connect to your inner world and to the source within you, you're not pushing or forcing things to happen. You are merely just stepping into it and allowing it to happen. Your connection to source is the light and love that will shine through you and lead the way. This card shows up for you today to remind you that all things are connected to one source. You can call that source whatever you like, as it has been known by many names in many different cultures and many different countries. It is God, infinite intelligence, source energy, spirit, or many other names that reference a higher power, which is the source of all that is. Remember that you must develop your own relationship with source. Find your own way to develop a personal connection to oneness and all that is. Your relationship with source will be unique and personal to you. You will know when you are connected to source and all that is, because you will radiate pure unconditional love. You will not operate out of fear, judgment, anger, or hate. You will be present in the moment with an abundance of love to share with all. I want to also stress the word judgment. We had that last week, and the energy of that word is coming through very loud again for this week. So if you are feeling judged by others, remember that all judgment is self-judgment. It is coming from within you as well, and you need to go within yourself this week to look at what areas you are judging yourself and let it go. It's possible for us to temporarily lose our connection with source and all that is. When we feel hopeless, lost, confused, angry, judgmental, or fearful, it is time for us to reconnect. We never truly lose our connection, but we temporarily lose our truth and forget who we are and start to doubt our ability to have a relationship with source. When you feel this, it is time for you to go within. Go within and reconnect with love and all that is. Ask source to show you the way. Your connection to source, God, is the light that will shine through you and lead the way for health, happiness, and peace of mind. And our final card is definitely connected to the source card, which is self-love. Many of you are getting to that place where you're starting to embrace who you really are and not picking on yourself so much. Your relationships are going to begin to shift as you're focusing on your relationship with yourself more. And that is actually the beautiful energy that we are in right now, is that we are starting to understand that our relationships with everyone else is not always just about them and their attitudes. It's also about us and our attitude toward ourselves. Have you ever had a relationship with someone where you felt like you were giving them more love than they were giving you, and almost like you feel like you know how to love them, but they don't know how to love you? Well, I want you to understand that that's a message. That is an inner mirror reflection. And what really is happening is that you know how to love everyone else besides you. So if you ever get that message or the feeling that you love everybody else more than they love you, then I just want you to kind of reverse that and look at it as a reflection to take you back inside of you and know that the real thing that is happening inside of you is that you aren't giving enough love to you. And when you give enough love to you, other people are going to begin to radiate that, mirror that back to you, and you will no longer feel unloved by others. You are learning that your capacity to love is directly related to your ability to love yourself. You are learning to love yourself. You are learning to trust yourself. And most importantly, you are learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to your own self-love. Everything you think and feel about others will change when you learn to embrace and love yourself. You can never truly be happy and content until you do. Let go of all your judgments toward yourself and learn to see the golden Buddha within, in your true essence, no matter what your life has been up until this point. You are a divine spark of light and love. No matter what you've been told about who you are merely a reflection of what you believe you are in this moment in time. This card comes to tell you that if you want to heal your relationships with others, you have to start by healing your relationship with yourself. You're being asked to have compassion for where you are and where you have been. Deliberately and purposely start to redefine your relationship with yourself. To love yourself means to be good to yourself, to be kind to yourself, to do nice things, to forgive, and to see the beauty in who you really are. This is a journey, and as your journey unfolds, be mindful that you are doing the best you can with where you currently are on your path. Have compassion, let go of blame, let go of the past, and let go of others' opinions of you. Others' opinions of you are only a reflection of your opinions toward yourself. Love yourself unconditionally because you are beautiful and worthy of love. Whew, there's so much energy this week and it all feels good. Feels good. It's like the energy of a breakthrough but we are learning not to push it, not to force it, that we don't always have control over it. So thank you so much for listening to this week's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Card Reading. Please do check me out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Intuitive Life Coaching with Kelly. Also, I offer one-on-one intuitive life coaching sessions through phone and through Skype, and you can purchase that on my website at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com. As soon as you make a purchase, I make you a priority and put you in my schedule. You'll hear from me anywhere from 24 to 48 hours if you decide that you would like an intuitive life coaching oracle card reading. And of course, if you want more information about that, just shoot me an email through my website. Thank you so much for listening to this week's Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Card reading and have an amazing week. Thanks.